Today we're going to look at this picture and we're going to figure out a statement to make that's in third person, second person, and third person about the picture. We're going to figure out some sentences to make. Before we do that, I want to talk for a minute about pronoun clues. Pronoun clues tell the reader what point of view or perspective the story is being written from. So some of our pronoun clues for the first person point of view are I. If you see the pronoun I, it's probably first person. Me, you, we. Now, if you see I in parentheses, in quotation marks, because someone is speaking and there's dialogue, it could be third person. So look and see how the I is used. So in a second person point of view, our pronoun clue is you. When you see the word you, it may be, the pronoun you, it may be written in a second person point of view. So for third person point of view, our pronoun clues are he, she, they. Just be careful of pronouns in quotation marks where there's a direct quote from a character, because it may be a different person point of view. All right, so I'm looking at this picture and I see people painting. I see a guy outside. It looks to be like dad, mom, and the kids. It looks to be a family. That's an inference I'm making. So my first task is to write a first person point of view sentence having to do with this picture. So I need to use the pronoun I, or the pronoun me, or my, or we. So what if I said, my family worked really hard painting the fence. Is that first person point of view? My family worked really hard painting the fence. Let's run it through some checks. So, do I have a pronoun clue my? Yes, I do. So, is somebody who was involved in the story or the action writing this sentence, my family worked really hard painting the fence? Yes. This person is there with their family painting the fence. So this is first person point of view. So second person point of view. Now let's think for a minute. When we do a second person point of view, it's kind of like you're given a command or direction. So if I'm going to use the pronoun you, and I'm going to write a sentence having to do with this picture that's second person point of view, I think a good sentence would be, you should drink plenty of water You should drink plenty of water when you are working outside. That is a very good second person point of view sentence because I'm kind of giving a direction, I'm giving a command, and I'm using the pronoun you. You should drink plenty of work when you are working outside. I could also say you should stay dehydrated when you're working outside. Or I could say if you have a big project to do, you should get your whole family to help. I'm speaking to you, so that is a perfect second person point of view sentence. Now let's look at third person. My pronouns again are he, she, and they. So for second person, I could say, for third person, I'm on third. I could say they spent the whole day painting the fence. Let me run it through my third person point of view characteristics, and let's see if we've done it right. So I have my pronoun they, and this is written from the point of view of somebody who is watching the action from a character outside of the action or story, almost like a narrator. So I could be narrating this picture. They spent the whole day painting the fence. Or they decided they would paint the fence white. Or they decided they would paint the fence as a family. So I'm telling you what's going on. I'm not in the action, I'm not in the story, I'm outside of it, telling you what the action is or what's going on in the story. So yep, that's third person. So now you're going to take the next worksheet and you're going to come up with a first person sentence, a second person sentence, and a third person perspective sentence to describe the picture. Or not really to describe, but that has to do with the picture.